when you discover that in this vibrational world in which you are focused, that you have the ability to offer your vibration as you choose to offer it, that's when the deliberate part of your creating experience begins to happen. We talk to our physical friends so often about this vibrational universe and about you as vibrators. And sometimes it feels awkward, especially in the beginning, because you are accustomed to translating the vibration so clearly through your physical senses that you define your world in other words other than vibration. You say, this I see, or this I hear, or this I smell, or this I feel, or this I taste, not realizing that all of those senses are nothing more than vibrational interpreters. You have vibrational sensors within you called emotions that are your most important sensors, because in paying attention to the way you feel, you can then understand fully what your relationship is to your source energy, what your relationship is to your own desire, what your relationship is to all that is important to you. You can tell by the way you feel what that relationship is. And so here we are in a forum where you have specifically come to understand more clearly how to be the deliberate creator of your experience. And we're wanting you to understand that it is so much more simple than most would at first understand. There are 3 steps to it, 3 steps only, 3 simple steps really. The first step is you must have a desire or ask. The desire does not need to be spoken in words. Sometimes you do speak your desire in words, and sometimes the desire that you speak is actually a desire that matches the desire that you are really emanating vibrationally. It's always nice when that happens. But your vibration of desire is the desire that is responded to by all that is. So the first step is ask. The contrast of your time-space reality puts you in a position where you cannot cease your asking. You are asking or concluding preference constantly on many levels of your being. So the asking is occurring constantly. The second step is the answer is given. You say it quite often in your physical verbiage, ask and it is given. Sometimes we don't think you believe it, but it is absolutely true. Whenever you ask, it is always given, no exceptions, immediately, specifically, perfect response to everything that you are asking for. The third step is a step that we really want to discuss here fully today, because it is the step that you really are all about here in your physical format. And that step is, once you have asked, and you do it all day, every day, and once that which you have asked for has been given, and it is instantaneously every time, no exception, then you must do what only you can do. You've got to let it in. Sometimes our physical friends say, when we say ask and it is given, Abraham, that cannot be right. For I know that I have been asking and it is not coming to me. And we say, oh, it's coming, but if you are not living it, you must not be letting it in. Well, how do I let it in? How do I know that I'm not letting it in? How would I know when I am letting it in? And we say you can tell by the way you feel what you are doing about vibrationally matching your own desire. Your emotions tell you everything about that. When you have a strong emotion that you would call eagerness or passion, that means there's a strong desire vibrating within you, and in that moment of passion or eagerness, you are a vibrational match to your desire, and your allowing is happening. When you feel strong negative emotion, such as rage or depression, that means there is a strong desire within you. But in this moment, you are focused in a way that is causing a vibration within you that is not in vibrational harmony with what you're asking for. So you are not a vibrational match to your own desire. And when you are not a vibrational match to your own desire, you are not letting your own desire in. It's not different from what you understand with your radio signals. If the radio tower is transmitting a signal and your tuner is set differently, you will not receive the signal. And this is exactly the same thing. You must be vibrationally attuned to your own desire. So, let's say you are moving through your life experience, and for reasons not consciously known to you, you are not feeling good. Your body is not doing well. In fact, you've been given a label for this thing that seems to have jumped into you. And we don't want to spend time talking about how it got there. Instead, we know that as you stand there in the middle of something that you do not want, that contrasting experience is causing you to offer a desire, a preference. And your words are sounding like, I sure wish I could get rid of this. I don't want this thing. I wish it would go away. Or your words might even be more helpful. You might be saying, I want to be well. But as you are standing in this place of being more aware of your sickness than you can even recall your wellness, even though you are asking through your prayers or through your words, I want wellness. Usually, especially in the beginning, you are so aware of not being well that is the vibration that you are dominantly offering. And so you can use all the words in the world, but unless you are a vibrational match to the wellness that you are asking for, you can't let it in. So then you say, but it is not easy to vibrate wellness when I'm sick. And we say, it is not the easiest thing in the world, but it is what is necessary. You must find vibrational harmony with wellness, either by remembering moments when you were well or imagining moments of wellness. So you go to the mailbox and you open your box and there are more bills than you have money. And you say, I want more money. I've got to find a way to have more money. But what you are feeling is fear or frustration or maybe some blame or maybe some guilt. You're unhappy about your current state of financial affairs. And you are saying, more money, please, universe. I've heard you're good at this. I'm wanting more money. Bring me more money. But from this place of aggravation or fear, even though you have asked and even though universal forces are lined up, circumstances and events are being lined up to give you anything and everything that you want in the moment that you ask for it, in your concern, in your aggravation, in your fear, in your frustration, in your worry, you are not in the receiving mode of what you are asking for. And so, through time, those like you who have been working on raising your vibration or living more happily ever after, you've been saying things like, I want to let go and let God. And we say, that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about understanding that well-being is. Understanding that well-being is the order of the day. And understanding once and for all that you don't have to struggle for your well-being or earn your well-being or convince somebody that you should have your well-being. You just have to softly, lightly, in a relaxed way, let the well-being that is yours to have in. And the wonderful thing about being a deliberate creator in this leading edge environment is you get to specifically choose through the power of your thought in what ways the well-being manifests. You get to choose it all. It is a delicious creative environment, and we are happy to participate with you in this forum to assist you into coming more into conscious, deliberate control of your own physical experience. You know, you are extensions of source energy, and it is so important that you realize that you are so much more than the flesh, blood, and bone being that you have come to recognize as you. You are extensions of source energy. And when you are allowing a fullness of who you really are to flow, you thrive. You feel wonderful. Everything in your experience radiates the joy that is you. And if that is diminished, it is only because you are choosing thoughts that are in some ways muting the pureness or the clarity of that which is you. We always want to begin by letting you know that well-being is the order of all things. There is only a source of well-being which you, through your physical format and what you've learned along your physical trail, may be letting in and maybe not. And to the degree that you are thriving, you are letting it in, and to the degree that you are not, you are not. But well-being is all that is offered. You do not come into a room and look for a dark switch. You don't expect to find some switch that you can flip that will then wash an inky sort of misty darkness into the room to mute the light. There's a switch that can resist the light, but there is no dark switch that asserts the darkness. And there is nothing that asserts evil or illness. It is just the muting, almost without exception, unconsciously, of the well-being that would be yours otherwise. And so that's an important premise to begin with, because when you understand that we are talking about the art of allowing, it is necessary that you understand what it is you are allowing. The art of allowing means allowing the well-being that is natural unto you. Sometimes people think that when we are talking about the art of allowing, that we mean the art of tolerating, that we mean the art of looking out into the world, finding horrible things by your standards, and then by saying, well, it's a horrible thing, but I'm going to let it slide. And that is not what allowing is at all. Allowing is becoming a vibrational match to the energy of your source, so that you once and for all, moment by moment, day by day, allow the fullness of the well-being that you so much want and deserve.